I was out drinking the other night like a younger man, and I woke up very hungover, and I turned to my girlfriend, and I said, do you have anything I can take? Anything at all? And she goes, I don't have anything. And I said, do you have any drug? And she said, it's a true story. She goes, well, I have Midol. And I said, what is that? It sounds efficient. You know? Midol! You know, like it sounds very masculine and strong, you know? And she goes, oh, it's what women take when we're experiencing premenstrual symptoms. And I'm like, beggars can't be choosers, what's it do? You know? Maybe I have an overlap of symptoms, like the way I'm feeling right now with my horrific hangover. And she said, well, it helps with bloating. I'm like, I'm very bloated right now. We're 1 for 1, excellent. What else does it do? And she said, it helps with cramps. And I'm like, I have terrible cramps right now. I have the worst cramps. All right, we're 2 for 2. This is amazing. What else does this Midol do? And she goes, and it helps with headaches. And I go, give it to me! And, which that voice, by the way, I know that doesn't scream provider, okay? Like, I'm well aware, doesn't even whisper provider. So, on my life, I took 2 Midols, and I had never, ever felt so good in my entire life. So now I just take Midol. I take them all the time. I'm on 4 right now, and I'm glowing, Daddy. I am glowing. I have a dog. I love him. He's the most important person in my life, and he's perfect. His name's Ollie. He's adorable. Like he's, which is not important to this story, but it's important to me that I have very good genetics. I have a cute dog, but the problem is that I like taking him for walks, but Ollie hates walks because whenever he sees a dog that's bigger than him, he'll like lay down on the ground and like shake and look over his cute little paws, and it breaks my heart. I love him so much. I'm like, God, why does Ollie hate walks? Why does he hate him so much? And it occurred to me, oh, if other human beings treated me on my walks the way that other dogs treat my dog on his walks, yeah, I'd hate walks too. You know? If I was walking down the street and some like maniac guy missing patches of hair ran up to me and was like, I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you! If I kept walking down the path and then like some big guy, some big buff guy twice my size saw me, he was like, I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! I'd be like, oh no! And just out of pure fear, I just pressed myself, against like a large like a window, like on the street, and I'm just looking around for the next threat, and behind me I hear a rustling through the glass, and there's just like a 4-foot tiny guy standing in there going, die, 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 die. I mean, I can't forget walks, that's done. Don't mind if I don't. So I do have a girlfriend who's real, and who exists in the world. There's always a laugh. And I love her. I am in love with her. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm also in love with not dating anymore. That is moi. It is the best. It's incredible. Dating is hot smoking trash. It's awful. It's terrible. Dating is a lot. Very nice. Dating is a lot like gambling. It's like, oh, I bet a $150 dinner that you're not insane. Oh, snake eyes! Like every single time. And before I met my girlfriend, I went on this date with this girl, and she seemed very nice, and I felt very fortunate that she would spend her time with me. And we were doing like that standard first, date talk where you're just saying really vague stuff just to kind of get to know each other. And I asked her, I said, where did you grow up? Very, innocuous question. And she had a nervous breakdown. And she goes, oh, I'm from the most haunted town in America. The ghosts ruined my childhood. And I'm like, damn it! Because what do you say? What do you say to that? Ghosts, you say? Pity. How about this weather? You know, like, what do you say? And they ruined her childhood, these ghosts. These alleged ghosts, because I don't want to get sued. These alleged ghosts ruined her childhood. Which is weird, because like all ghosts do is float. I saw a ghost! Oh dear God, what did it do to you? It surprised me! I don't like surprises! It doesn't seem like a big deal. They ruined her childhood. I think like living in a house with a ghost, you know, like inconvenience level wise, will be a lot like living in a house with a drunk. You know? 4 o'clock in the morning, they wake you up because they're just whistling too loudly. Then you hear them screaming about someone who wronged them decades ago, you know? You're like, let it go, Carl, it was the 80s, it was a bar, Jesus, be free, you know? And then you wake up the next day, there were nobody found, the front door's just wide open. You're like, damn it, I gotta move. All right, you guys were amazing, thank you so much, enjoy the rest of the show.